The first time we played UNC Asheville, it was called Asheville Biltmore College, and it was in the transition period from junior college to four-year school, and the first year our stats did not count against them. That was 1964-65 season when Henry Logan was a freshman. And I remember arguing with the NCAA about that, and they said, well, they're not a fully accredited NCAA team now, so we can't count their stats. And of course, I think Henry had like 45 points that night, so that didn't help his situation, staying at the top as #1 scorer in the nation. But that's when it actually started in 1965. The first meeting was over at T.C. Robertson High School in Asheville, which at that time was the biggest basketball arena in Western North Carolina, even bigger than Western's on-campus Reed Gymnasium. And we didn't play for the next couple of years, and then in 1968 we started a series with the UNC Asheville. We were both relegated at that time. We were NAIA schools, and we were both put into what they call District 6, 4 Western North Carolina schools along with all of the South Carolina schools, NAIA schools. So a little strange. Before that we had been in a North Carolina NAIA district. So the rivalry started in '68, and immediately it was just sort of an instant rivalry. '68, '69 were big games, and the '70-'71 games that were played between UNCA and Western. Out here on campus, we actually could seat about 4,000 if you really stretched it in Old Reed Gymnasium, and we sold over 5,000 tickets that night, and actually had to go up to the auxiliary gymnasium and use the teleprompters up there, the big TV screens, to let the overflow crowd. So at that time was the biggest crowd that had ever watched a Western Carolina basketball game in Reed Gymnasium. Went over to Asheville and played a overtime game over there, which they won. We won in Cullowhee, so we met for the third time that season in the NAIA championship game, the District 6 championship game, for the right to go to the national tournament in Kansas City. And one of those guys threw in a half-court shot at the buzzer to beat us, and that just intensified the rivalry. I think it's probably the most significant opening game we've had in many years, maybe since we opened the arena here with North Carolina State back in the '86-'87 season. It's a natural. It really is, and I've heard more buzz about this game than any season opener I can remember for 20, 25 years probably. And I would love for the teams to play twice a year, both men and women, home and home basis. And I hope that's going to come in the near future. But because of their scheduled commitments and, of course, Western's having to play the guarantee games, and you just have a limited number of non-conference games that are not considered quote-unquote money games, I don't know when that's going to happen, but I would love to see it happen. And maybe games like coming up or this season opener will help to move that along.